Hello guys, and thank you very much for watching another video on Alex Carioca's channel. Did you already subscribe to my channel to receive the notifications for every new video? Thank you very much. So once you finish watching the whole video, please leave your comments to help us out here in the channel and like the video to support. So this time I'm gonna be showing you how is AirAsia nowadays. This is my 8th time in Thailand. I've been here in several parts of the country and always passing through Bangkok. So basically it's also my 8th time in Bangkok. I am now in Dom Muang, the old airport, which is a little bit closer to the city than the new Suvarnabhumi airport. This is Terminal 1. I don't know if all the AirAsia flights depart from here. Maybe there are others from Suvarnabhumi as well. But apparently this is how the flights are concentrated here in Thailand, here in Bangkok. The domestic flights, the flights of the Asian region are concentrated here, while the long-haul flights are going from Suvarnabhumi, and they also have a few domestic flights from there. Why do I say that AirAsia is the worst airline in Asia? Because I had an incident with them many years ago, about 2016, 2017, if I remember correctly. I have some videos in Portuguese about that trip. If you want to watch, if you understand Portuguese, please come to my channel and look at the videos list. Scroll all the way to the end. You're gonna see some nice videos about Bangkok, Ho Chi Minh City, and Cambodia. So in that trip I had an issue where I bought several flights on AirAsia and I wanted to rebook them to other dates or other destinations. This is something easily available. I'm not saying it's cheap, I'm just saying it's available on Ryanair, Wizz Air, and other European airlines. But strangely on AirAsia this was not possible. So it was a non-changeable, non-refundable flight, obviously, as it's always the case, but also you couldn't change your flights on AirAsia. So I had to swallow the loss. I had to buy completely new tickets. Also some complications at check-in. So now in 2024, here I am using AirAsia again, because they're pretty much like Ryanair. You try to avoid them, but normally they're the cheapest, so you end up just going to them because of the price. So the funny thing, I had a profile on AirAsia's website. I put my email, I put the password that I've kept, and now they have this two-factor authentication. I really don't know why an airline has a two-factor authentication on their website, but there was absolutely no way I could get the SMS or the email, God knows what, for this two-factor authentication. So basically I gave up buying the ticket on the airline's website, and I had to go to the only other one, like more or less trustworthy source that I use for flights, which is booking.com. Then I went to booking.com and I bought my ticket to Luang Prabang, which is the one I'm taking today, to Laos. You'll see here in the monitor is a trilingual monitor here in Dom Muang. It's in Thai, it's in English, and it's in something that I suppose is Chinese. So you see here the flight is departing in a few hours from now. And to check in for this flight, I got an email from booking.com saying I should use the AirAsia website. So I've also downloaded the AirAsia app. I didn't manage to get in through the app, so I just gave up. And then yesterday I got an email from booking.com explaining how I was supposed to check in. Then they gave me the actual AirAsia website where you could just put your PNR code, which is the booking code that every airline should give you, and my name, and then I could check in via the AirAsia website. But I couldn't enter my profile, and I think nowadays it's locked and I'll never be able to use that profile again, because I won't bother calling and spending half an hour on the phone to try to talk to somebody to unblock the profile of an airline that maybe I use in the future. So everything went fine. Eventually I got here to the airport, I checked my bag in, and then now I'm going to the gates. So let's just hope that was the only hassle. And yeah, as you know, there's gonna be no food, no nothing. And I had my seat randomly assigned because otherwise I would have to pay as well. I was forced obviously to check my bag in because there are some liquids and it's not as expensive as in Europe. So here it's only €10 to check your bag in. So I've sent my bag. Let's see how it goes. You have here, before you go to your flight, this whole area, lots of restaurants, and also here in Thailand the usual overpriced airport food can also be found, so don't expect high street prices here in the airport. Security procedures here in Dome 1 are very easy and fast. I don't know if it's always like that or it's just not a very busy day, but it was really fast. It took me like 5 minutes. As you step out of the security area, there's this view of the runway. It's a beautiful day here in Bangkok. So let's fly. Now, do you believe this? Mango and sticky rice. These things are pretty good. And these things here are pretty good in the tropical heat. One thing that has always fascinated me is the way Asians don't do breakfast. They simply do 3 hot meals a day. So basically it's lunch, lunch, and lunch. And this is one of the options they have here among the several restaurants. There's more. There's your usual McDonald's. And behind here somewhere, there's also Starbucks. And even this place called Bakery is just meh. And that's crazy expensive coffee right there. Like 130 baht is pretty much like what, €4? It's funny the way how people have seats assigned anyway on their boarding passes, but they still like to queue for the flight, right? So I think we have full house today, a totally full flight. And unfortunately, the e-visa procedure didn't work for me because they ask you to have a passport size picture and a scanner. I don't have a scanner, so I decided for visa on arrival. The problems with visa on arrival are you need to have the exact amount in dollars to pay there. They may not take your cash. They may find that your cash is too old or worn out. Maybe they change the amount of money that you have to pay. I don't have a clue. And as you see, the flight is full. On the other hand, the flight is arriving at around 9:30 local time this morning. And I still have to wait until 2 in the afternoon to check in. So bottom line is, it's not that it's gonna be so bad because I have plenty of time. Now I've skipped the long 10-minute ride to the aircraft, and now I get here. I just see there's only the front queue. Why would they open the back door of the aircraft, isn't it? I like that the flight attendant greets you in the traditional Thai manner, and added to that, they also tell you the destination, because as you know, since there are several aircraft that look exactly the same, it's not rare that passengers end up boarding the wrong flight. Now guys, that's really low. It's really short leg row. Look at this.
เราขอแนะนำให้ท่านหลีกเลี่ยงการเปลี่ยนที่นั่งเพื่อความปลอดภัยสูงสุดในการรักษาสมดุลของเครื่องบินค่ะขอความร่วมมือทุกท่านเก็บสัมภาระใบใหญ่ไว้ที่เก็บสัมภาระเหนือศีรษะและเก็บสัมภาระใบเล็ก Should an oxygen mask like this automatically drop from the compartment above your seat, immediately pull the mask firmly towards you. Place the mask over your nose and mouth with the headband tightly around your head and breathe normally. Place your own mask first before assisting others under your care.
So now it's the run for the visa queue. Let's see if I'm gonna be lucky and get a nice place. Run.
So nice.
Yeah. So guys, here I'm leaving out the airport. There is a local app called Loca. They have a count right inside the arrivals hall. Before you go outside, you already book your ride with the lady. She will come with a mobile phone and then book it for you right in the app, so it's totally honest, and then you pay to the driver. The driver is going to be waiting for you outside. As for immigration, I went to this left side counter where you have the visa on arrival, and then I ran to be first, but it's actually no use, because first you have to get your visa, and then after you get your visa, then you go to immigration, which is a totally different queue. So it's not that you can do two things at the same time. So if you're in two people, it's great. It's good that you have one of you to the left corner, to the left side, get your visas, and then the other person keeps the place in the queue for when the first one comes back with the visas and the passports. I gave $50 to the lady gave me back 20,000 kip, so they so graciously reserved the right to keep 1,000 kip for them, because actually $10 is 21,000 kip and not 20,000 kip. So this is it. I'm in Laos. I hope you like the video. Just subscribe, like, leave your comments, ask any questions you want, and for the next video in English, I'm gonna be showing you another ride here in this country. Keep tuned. Bye bye. Thank you.